Fresh out the oven.
What is cracking, everybody? It is Mega Pie Man here, and welcome back to some more Dino D-Day. It's been a while since I've done some Dino D-Day by myself personally, let alone just recording it. And I can say that confidently because the game to me got kind of stale. I played the game so much in such a short amount of time that I kind of just got tired of it. But early last week, unfortunately I haven't been able to record it till now, but early last week a patch came out. Huge, massive patch. This patch was huge. Fixed and changed a lot of things. It changed up the HUD, so that's different. So the portrait now actually changes with how much damage you take. So it'll start off perfect when you have full health, and as you take damage, it'll change. It changed damage for some weapons, such as the M1 Grand now does more damage. The bar now does more damage. Changed up the Microraptor a bit so that it can now cling onto ceilings as well as walls, which apparently was something that was in the Dino D-Day beta, but they wanted to work on it a little bit more and fix it up a bit before they put it into the full game. They fixed up the Velociraptor's pounce for hitbox for when you can save people. Originally the Velociraptor, the hitbox was kind of messed up. For whatever direction the Velociraptor pounced on them was where the hitbox was. So if they pounced on them from the side, the hitbox would be on the side, although the Velociraptor would still be still standing on them on the front. Like if some person gets pounced on, the Velociraptor goes to in front of them, like standing on their chest, biting their neck. But the hitbox would be on the side because that's where the direction that the original thing came from. They fixed that up, so that's now on the front. So that now actually works with where the Velociraptor is at, so it's a lot easier to save people. They changed up the Compy a lot. Originally, the Compy was you just run around and you blow up, and you have a secondary explosive that... you have a secondary melee attack that doesn't really do that much, but your main attack was blowing up. They changed the Compy. They made it 12% bigger. From what I've seen, I don't really see how it's that much bigger compared to the old Compy, the size, but apparently it's 12% bigger. And they changed up how it works. They gave it more melee damage and less explosive damage, but made the explosive damage based on how many kills you have from melees. So I believe how it works is that up per life, every life, you get like a counter. Every life has a counter that restarts. Every time you get a melee kill as the Compy, your explosive damage gets increased. I think it gets increased maybe 3 times. So 3 melee kills would equal, if I'm correct, it might be more than 3, I don't remember. But I'll put all of the details to this in the description. I'll just copy and paste all of the fixes and all of the details and stuff, and I'll just put that in the description. But anyway, every melee kill you get as a Compy will make your explosive more deadly. So now a normal explosive, if you don't have any melee kills, won't do that much damage and most likely won't actually kill somebody. But if you get a bunch of melee kills, the explosive will actually kill somebody. So really taming down the Compy, making it an actual class, I would say. Before it was very broken, it was very easy, just run around as it and blow up people's faces and nothing they could do about it. But now it's a lot easier. They also changed up a couple of different things. They changed the medic up to work a little bit different than they used to work, and I will show that off when I'm in the game. That's one thing you can only show off when you're in the game. And they fixed up a few bugs here and there. And of course, all the details will be put in the description below. I think they also made it an option where in your options you can choose whether you want to be picked as the T-Rex or not. Let's see, we only got 6 people playing, unfortunately. But it is a weekday, and it is like 1 o'clock on a weekday. Yes, I say clock, not clock. It is like 1 o'clock on a weekday, so can't really expect there to be that many people on. So we got 5 here, we got 5 here, and we got 1 there. My latency is actually lower here on DM Hilltop, so that's where we're going to go. And I'm a bigger fan of Hilltop than I am of Canyon. So let's just jump into this and get going. This update is a good way for me to get back into playing more Dino D-Day, actually. I need to make sure my microphone volume is off. Alright, all the microphone stuff should be off, so they shouldn't be able to hear me, which is great. Which is exactly what I wanted, because I don't want them to think I'm talking to myself like a crazy person. So let's pick the medic, just so I can show you the new thing with the medic. Now, you see that heal ready over there. That is the medic special. That is controlled by the default, the E button. Originally, that didn't really do much, and all she could heal was by using this. But if I go up here and I press E, we now get this aura that goes around me, and anyone who's nearby is supposed to get healed. For some reason, it's not working on him. I don't know why it wasn't working on him. But they also made it easier so that you can heal with these things from a larger distance. It's supposed to be that that aura around you heals people. Maybe because it wasn't actually moving around him, maybe because he wasn't in the aura correctly. But that's what that's supposed to do. Of course, this game does have some issues with what's supposed to happen and what does actually happen. Because it's not perfect, but it is fun nonetheless, I have to say. And it's interesting. I find this game a very interesting game to follow, because we are following it in its development process. That's what I find it to be. It wasn't a full game. Actually, what am I doing? I'm thinking I have grenades when I don't. It wasn't a full game when it originally came out, no. But as you have the game and as you play the game, you follow it through its development process, which I find is a very unique thing to do, since not many games do that, considering the fact that most games, when they come out full, and they don't really need to actually develop much of anything once they're already out. You can say whether that makes it a better... Oh, it's one thing they did change is that now there are headshot kill things for every single weapon. Before, there were headshots. They just didn't actually show up as being headshots for every single weapon. Only like the sniper weapons showed up as being headshots. I don't know why they originally did it like that, but now every single weapon has their own headshot kill feed. I don't know why they didn't originally have it like that. It doesn't really make much sense to me, but that's what they decided to do originally, so that's what they did. I'm going to throw a health pack out here. Come here so I can heal you. Come here. No, come to your medic. Don't run from your medic. I hate that when people run from their medics. It's like, how am I supposed to... It's over here, dude. It's right out here. Just come over here and you'll be healed and you'll be great and it'll be fun times for everybody. I swear, sometimes people make it so hard for you to heal them. Not only in Dino D-Day, I have that issue in TF2 a lot as well. It's like they don't want to be healed. Oh crap, that's a Tankosaurus. Heal! That is a Tankosaurus. I think the Stein got a buff as well, because it's doing a lot more damage than I remember it. Doing back in the day, that is a... Okay, it's dead. It was hiding in there. As you can all see by Cher's picture right there, her picture has changed with how her health is, which is kind of cool. It's basically just a aesthetic addition, not something that necessarily had to be there, but it's cool nonetheless. I'm a fan. One other thing that did change is that, as you saw right there, Iona, or my cat Dylan, playing as Iona, she threw out a rabbit. The rabbits, of course, deal with... Check that health back. The rabbits, of course, they have to fix a lot of latency problems. The rabbits, of course, distract the smaller dinosaurs. For some reason, I'm having a hard time thinking of the actual name for them. Thinking they have an official name, they don't. The smaller dinosaurs, such as the Velociraptor and the Compy and the Microraptor. But back in the day, before the update, back in the day, she could only have one of those per life. And the only way to get more than one rabbit was to either A, die, or B, use a little trick to go all the way back to your spawn and switch classes to something else and then switch back to Sniper, or switch back to Iona, and then you would have Rabbit again. The reason why they did that is a very good reason, for the fact that they didn't want you to be able to spam the dead rabbits. And they didn't want you to be able to spam them, because being able to spam and throw a whole bunch of dead rabbits out there wouldn't make it really that fair to smaller classes. which is a good thing, and which is why they made it like that. But it also kind of went against the purpose of the rabbit for the fact that you only had the one, and if you lost that one, you were done. You were done. You had to go back to your spawn and do that trick to switch, and it just felt kind of like a cheat. So, as you can see there, that Compy originally ran up thinking he was going to kill that guy in one explosion. Didn't kill him. All he did was commit suicide. So he didn't get that extra point, and I think straight up suicides actually go against your points. Not your kills or deaths, but against your points. Anyway. But now you can replenish rabbits just by going to your resupply box in spawn. So like that. I just got hit by that Compy. That Compy didn't have any melee kills or anything. Barely did anything amount of damage. They also added a thing where I get some extra points if I do a lot of healing. As it says up there, Mega Pieman PhD has done some serious healing. If you do a certain number of points of healing, you can then get... Wow, that guy should not be able to get up there. You then can get extra points for doing that. We are really doing a fantastic job of camping their spawn. This is some great spawn campage right here, for sure. Faux shizzle. Some ideal spawn campage. I don't even know how to get up there, just like this. These guys are also now... Oh, hey. Oh, it was just a Compy. People who apparently didn't read the update or don't know about the update don't realize that the Compy has been changed. For they seem to be doing the exact same thing that they were used to do, which is just run up and explode, which back in the day, that would straight up kill you. Oh, you're here. I didn't even know you were there. Back in the day, that would straight up kill you. Nowadays, not so much. Not so much. They're starting to break out of their spawn, which makes for a good game, which is good. I hate spawn camping. For some reason with these maps, or with how the game is set up, there's always spawn campage going on. It's either you're getting spawn camped, or you're doing the spawn camping. I don't know if it's because a lot of these game types deal with mostly kill-based. Just kill this guy right here. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if it's because a lot of these are basically kill-based, and what I mean by that is like Team Deathmatch. Like Team Fortress 2, you don't usually get a lot of spawn campage with TF2 because just about every game type outside of Arena, and Arena is free-for-all, but you only get one life. Every game type but Arena, you're always capturing some point. I'm gonna die here. I know it. Oh, gotcha. I was expecting him to randomly run up and... Oh, okay, yeah, my team. Nice. I got hit by something. I don't know what I got hit by. I don't like it. I know I got hit by it, and I don't like it. I need some heals. Oh, one hit shot, dead. I saw somebody up there, but I thought they were on my team. I should have just assumed that they weren't. Anyway. TF2 doesn't get a lot of spawn campage because you have to actually go out and capture points in all but Arena. And in Arena, you only get the one life, so spawn campage doesn't really work all that well. But in Dino D-Day, a lot of the game types are game types that spawn camping can work in, like Team Deathmatch. Plus, the game is also set up with bases. I mean, TF2, of course, set up with bases, but as I said before, a lot of it has control points, in which you actually have to go out and capture the control points. You have to effectively go out and capture control points. You have to effectively go out and keep those control points, you know, yours. Plus, there are also spies who can go invisible, who can always sneak past your team if somebody decides they are spawn camping, or figures out they are spawn camping. There are always ways around it. There is, of course, the Uber, and there is, of course, the spy. I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to hit you at all. I'm going to run up here. There's Uber and Spy to get away from that. Dino D-Day doesn't have either of those. They don't really have a good way to get out of spawn camping outside of using teamwork. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of things in Dino D-Day to make you use teamwork. They're working on trying a lot of the things they're incorporating, such as beefing up the medic a bit, trying to incorporate teamwork a bit more, beefing up the medic a bit, changing the Compy up so that you actually have to work with other people to try to get melee kills instead of just running around blowing everybody up. They're trying to put teamwork into the game, but as the game sits, it doesn't need teamwork to do well. You don't need to work with your team to actually do well. In a game like TF2, you have to work with your team to actually do somewhat decently. I mean, you could say that, no, you really don't. You can go out there and lone wolf it all by yourself, and you'll be able to do just fine. But you really can't. I mean, there's always, at the very least, you need teamwork with a medic to keep you alive. You need teamwork with engineers.